pussies, welcome back to another episode 4. It's not all black and white. My name is Wally, joined here with your co-host,
Shelves.
Glam.
Sea-Dog.
Okay, so for today, let's talk about Valentine's Day first.
Yes.
So, I'll let the other couple go.
Baby, do you want to go first?
Basically, what'd we do? You made tacos de chorizo.
Yeah.
My favorite comidas.
You already know it.
I got a huge Valentine's Day card. And Ivor, the squishmallow.
Big ass fucking Ivor.
And then we just watched Netflix.
Yeah, that's basically our day. We just vibe, ate good food.
You said a marshmallow?
Squishmallow.
A squishmallow.
Oh.
A squishmallow, you know what it is?
Yeah,
He knows
I
what
think
it is.
that's what I got.
Mm-hmm. What'd you guys do?
After work, got home, got dressed. Chris took me to the winery.
Ooh.
Nice.
Winery / bar
Oh.
/ restaurant.
Ooh.
We did wine tasting. That was really good.
It was
Fancy.
really good.
They give
There
you
was only one that...
No, they gave you 8 samples. That's basically 2 glasses of wine.
Oh, we.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
There was only one wine that I didn't really like.
The rhubarb.
No, I liked the rhubarb, remember?
That shit was ass. Which one did you like?
It was the... Well, we didn't try the almond one.
So how you know you don't like it?
Because it's almond.
Okay.
And what was the other one? It was like some German name, I think it was.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. It tasted like it had flowery notes, floral notes.
Ew.
Not you being fancy.
Pinkies up the whole night.
Oh,
Yeah.
we.
Anyways, we went there. We did the wine tasting, and then we had dinner. We had salad,
Bread, shrimp, yeah. Bacon covered.
surf and turf.
Surf and turf?
Yeah,
That's the moo-moos and the
yeah, and the sea bugs.
And the what?
the fucking seals or whatever.
They're eating cows and monkeys.
No,
Cows. It was steak and lobster tail.
Before I forget, Shelby actually did take me out somewhere. We went to Texas Roadhouse the day before, and it was like our Valentine's.
Texas where?
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
You know where? You
I
know
heard
where?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Wow.
It'd be
They
your own people,
be
man.
fire. I be finessing them. I be like, hey, we'll have like 6 pieces of bread, and right before we leave, I'll be like, hey.
They bring you that many?
Hell
Damn,
yeah.
they
Well,
will bring
because
us
we'll have
4.
like
What the fuck?
we'll have like 2 left, and they're like, "Hey, can we get another one?" And so they're bringing one, and I'll eat like one out of that one, and then
And
Walter
then I'll
will be like,
I need more.
So you left with like
he'll be like,
Rolls.
"Can we get some rolls to go?" And so then they'll bring us a box of rolls, and then we just put our collection
So
in
by
there.
the time we leave, it's 10.
So y'all be
rolls.
stealing.
Boy, you best believe it.
That's like $7 worth of
I'm
bread.
getting my money's worth.
That's absolutely right.
Minus well.
Period.
Oh my god, I asked for fucking mac and cheese
Mac and cheese.
because we always used to go to fucking Outback.
Mm-hmm.
So Outback has that mac and cheese that be
With
buzz.
the breadcrumbs on top.
Right, you know.
I
It was
forgot
at
to
Texas
tell him.
Roadhouse?
No,
Oh, I was going to
fucking
say, I've never
Outback.
seen
That was at
mac
Outback.
and cheese.
apparently that was Outback.
At
And I was
Texas
like,
Roadhouse.
No, Outback has the good macaroni.
Yeah.
But they were at Texas Roadhouse.
I
He
ain't
wanted
fucking
some
saying
Some fucking mac and cheese.
Bro, I asked for mac and cheese and this bitch brings me crap.
Kraft.
I was like,
Here,
bro.
you little fucking kid.
And it was like an extra $1 charge too.
Yeah, bro. I was like, bitch, I could have made this shit. This is
And
basically
Bubba, you
ramen
ain't even
noodle.
stir the cheese in all the way. You still got clumps.
Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had mac and cheese at Texas Roadhouse.
It's fucking
That's kind of on
disgusting.
you.
Yeah, it definitely is on me.
Yeah, definitely, Bubba.
Defiantly.
Like, what the fuck?
I got a question. Y'all be eating y'all potato? Your stuffed potato? Like, do you be eating
Baked
everything?
Baked potato?
Baked potato?
Do we eat the skin? Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking? Yes.
Yeah.
I
not
made
all
mashed.
of it.
I made mashed potatoes on Monday, and
They was busting.
I didn't skin the potatoes.
You see, that sounds fire. I mean, they brought this baked potato, loaded baked potato, right?
They're very salty there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but oh my god. What? That was Chris taking a sip from his drink. Not a fucking dying mouse.
All right. Oh, anything else you wanted to add? Christopher got me flowers, chocolate, a cute card.
Yeah.
What'd you get him?
I got him what he asked for.
The timing on that.
Oh my god.
Anyways, okay, so today's topic is what is it? It's not always black and white. It's not all black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tying into Valentine's Day. We're a little late, but it's okay. Interracial couples, interracial relationships.
Yes.
Okay, so
What about it?
I lost my train of thought. Okay, so us four are, well, three of us are mixed, sort of. And then Walter is not, but he's not white. So
I'm 100% Mexican.
Walter's 100%
Full-blown
Mexican.
Full blown.
Shelbs.
From the river.
I am like 25%. No, actually, I lied because my dad was adopted. So recently they did that genetic testing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And both of my dad's parents are black. So I'm actually half black and half white.
Ooh wee.
Period.
Period.
Christopher?
What am I?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Say it, Bubba, with your chest.
I'm a half Mexican and half black.
Blaxican.
King.
Blaxican.
And I'm half white, half Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
I feel Puerto Rican.
I feel Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Ooh.
Okay, so the four of us have clearly experienced some stereotypes, and I know Chris and I get looked at no matter where we go. Like,
Absolutely.
you okay?
It's
Bubba's tired. A good thing you weren't trying to take a nap earlier.
I know. I'd have got stomped on.
Okay, so we'll be talking about interracial marriages for the start of this podcast. So I have a few facts for you guys that'll blow your mind because I was actually mad when I read these. So in 1958, 24 states still had marriage laws in place that made interracial marriage illegal. And the part of the interracial marriage is basically anyone white and anyone black without using any crazy derogatory words, black and white. So, 1958.
That's a year before my dad was born. That's crazy.
Damn.
Your mom was already born.
No, not yet. 59 was my dad. My mom was born in 60.
In 60? In 1967 is when Loving versus Virginia happened. This couple, I think they got married in D.C.
In Washington?
Yeah, and it was legal there, but they weren't residents there. They were residents in Virginia. When they got back, they were found out.
Oh.
And they got hit.
Had to do some jail time. Ended up fighting it, and they won.
That's insane.
1967.
It's good they won, but still, that's so messed up, bro.
That's like 2 generations before us.
That's literally 2 generations.
Literally.
Because who does that even affect?
Like, who cares?
Right.
Literally.
Like, you guys can have a kid together, but get married?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
I mean, what's even crazier is this next point you're about to
This
bring
next
up.
point, you talking about the last one?
Yeah.
This surprises me and also doesn't. So, in 2000, Alabama legalized interracial marriage. 23 years ago. We were alive.
Yeah, we was.
Alabama?
Alabama was the last state.
Legalized
That's fucking wild.
So everyone else pretty much legalized it after 1967, after the case was won.
It would be bum ass Alabama.
Because they were too busy marrying their fucking cousins.
They were keeping it in the family, bro.
Literally.
Sorry to anyone with Alabama descent.
Not really, but
So yeah, I just thought that was absolutely wild that, you know, within our lifetime, within our parents' lifetime, and maybe our grandparents, this has all just happened.
Yeah.
when my mom and dad were dating, they were like out and about getting dinner or something, and I don't remember if someone actually stabbed him with a fork or they were going to, but yeah, they almost or did stab him in the hand with a fork because he was stealing their women.
Were they in Alabama?
No, they weren't in Alabama, but I know they did live in different states at one point.
And Shelby's dad is light skinned.
He's light-skinned.
Like he could pass for mixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He'd have been a house slave.
So, you know, our races, you know, we have differences in, you know, language, culture, even how we present ourselves in public. Do you want to maybe discuss the differences? You can do in couples or just all together. It doesn't matter.
I'll go. So for those that know me personally, I don't come off as like fully Mexican just because I don't fit the I guess you could say the physical appearance because I'm not short. Yeah, the stereotype. I'm tall. You know, but I have had my fair share of getting called, like, I can't say the words, but I have been called derogatory terms, especially when I came here to Indiana. Because I used to live in California, but in California it was just like you would see
a bunch of y'all.
Yeah,
in California everyone's
brown. Like a lot of my friends were born
you
like
here, you get taco burrito.
A lot of my friends were born like just cities away from where I was born in Mexico, but coming here to Indiana, it was like very few Hispanic people were either born in Mexico or, you know, like if there was like very few Hispanic people just alone. But I feel like in public, I don't know if we get, I don't know, just because I know for sure we get looks.
It's hard to tell
it's hard to tell because it's because of my height.
Yeah.
Because Shelby looks a little short compared to me.
You have a foot on her.
Right.
Yes. But yeah, so there's that. But I feel like just solo experience has for sure been, you know, how can I explain it? I don't want to get into politics or nothing, but as of the last election term and all that, a lot of people became very like hostile, definitely. And like I'm part of something called the Dreamers Act, which, you know, I have to be like on 100%
on your
good
P's and Q's.
On my P's and Q's, have to dot my I's, cross my T's. Like it's all that just to like even have the opportunity to be like legally here in the country. But a lot of people, like, they just kind of have a stereotype and they're like, oh, they're just here to steal our jobs and whatnot. But yeah.
That's the funny part. Y'all don't be. Y'all be taking all the jobs that
nobody
wants.
Right, yeah. And blow everybody else out of the water.
Yeah.
That's home, baby.
That's Hispanics and a lot of, at my work at least, there's a lot of Ethiopians that are in housekeeping.
Yes.
Hispanic and, you know, people, Ethiopia is in Africa or in Asia?
Shit, I don't know.
Anyway, there's like...
Ain't it just a small island?
There's like 2 white people. So, there's that. We'll come back with that. Shelves, have you received anything?
Oh, absolutely. All the time.
Hit us with it.
Right, yeah. Everyone, like every mixed person, I feel like has the same experience as far as like being too black for the white kids and being too white for the black kids. So kind of hard to find your space growing up. And then I went to IU, Indiana University in Bloomington, and there was always people just, whether they're like locals, they're usually locals, just shouting out derogatory terms. You're just walking
Like,
around minding
bro.
your business, and they'll roll down their windows and say some crazy shit at you.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I know you got
It
the
is
answer now.
wild. Oh yeah, it is in Africa.
It's like north.
In the Horn
east.
of Africa.
East.
It's northeast.
Yeah, right between South Sudan and Somalia.
Yeah. So, Christopher
And Djibouti.
and Djibouti.
Djibouti. And Djibouti.
You want to talk about your experiences?
I've had a couple of racist experiences. I've definitely felt like people have looked at us, like when we've gone out to eat and stuff like that. I did have one time I did go to Applebee's to get us food, and there was this drunk white guy there leaving, and he said "fuck," and then and then walked out, and
While you
I
were
was
getting
just like-
us food?
yeah.
How long ago was this?
This is probably, I don't know. At least 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it
recent.
was
too.
pretty wild. And then he just started walking. Just started walking on the street.
You think you would have said it if I was there?
Yeah, probably.
You probably would have.
I would have.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
everybody that
I would have swung.
was there
Shut
was
that
white.
shit down
but-
quick.
No one's. Did anyone else hear him?
Yeah, the manager did, and she apologized, and I think she took some money off of our bill.
Yeah, you should
I'm
have
pretty
acted
sure.
real offended.
Never coming back here again.
Okay, well, I don't have really any experiences. Yeah, I'm white. And my Puerto Rican side is also pretty light. So I'm white. I don't have any experiences. But I
Yeah,
do
your
hear
brother a trumper thumper anyway.
my Puerto Rican brother
Yeah. He be
loves
sucking Trump's dick.
Trump.
Nope.
And I'm like,
He not Puerto Rican in my eyes. Nope.
He be doing the grapefruit on Mr. Donald Trump.
I bet he suck his dick too.
Listen, from the day my grandparents knew about my brother, who is also mixed, to the day they died, they did not like us very much. They would put on a good show, but yeah,
And
we
that's
were
crazy.
never their
Colored
favorites.
Because you have to think, this shit was illegal when they were kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They still had blacks and whites, like, school.
Yeah, was they
bus.
from Alabama?
No, they're from here.
Oh, okay. Because that made it worse.
Can we tell? Can we tell what he said about?
Oh yeah.
So we were on FaceTime talking and whatnot. He said, "Yeah, I still remember when he looked at me in my eyes and said, 'I love you almost like a grandson.'"
To my brother.
To her brother.
Oh,
Damn.
I
that's
was like,
why.
I was dying. I was like, Jesus.
Well, at least
My
my
man
grandpa
not even
loved you.
3/5. He said,
I know, right?
That's
He
good.
said almost. Like,
Almost.
Almost
there,
like a
bud.
grandson.
He's like
He
1/5.
said a little lighter, we would have been there.
I always used to give my grandma shit because she would ask me, hey, will you do this? And I'm like, why? Is it because I'm black? And she thought it was the funniest shit ever.
Because, yes.
Absolutely, get to it.
All right, so here are some frequently asked questions, quote unquote, that interracial couples typically get. So I'll just ask the question, and then you all can say, yes, no, or whatever. So, how does your family feel about dating outside your race?
Me first, or
You mine as well.
So the first time that I brought Shelby over, it was no issue. And I don't think it's ever been an issue just because my family's more like.
They thought he was gonna bring home a boy.
Fucking hilarious. No, but when I brought her over, obviously
You
it's
mean
like
at fucking 3 a.m.?
at 3 a.m. literally.
Damn.
Made up on
So
you.
they thought he was a booty call.
I said, oh, embarrassing.
No, but no. I mean, my family's very like open, like, and they're very like welcoming. But yeah, how about yours, baby?
I can't tell which one is snoring.
It's
One of the
Coco.
dogs is snoring, so sorry, guys.
How about you, baby?
No, I mean, my family has never cared. Obviously, with my mom, and then my sister has mixed children. So my brother's with, I think she's just white, is engaged to a
Like
white.
I
European
thought she
woman.
was
White
Hispanic
lady.
at first. I thought she had something
She
in
does
her.
look like, yeah, she got a little something. No, I don't
It's
think
probably
so.
just the darker features.
Yeah.
Christopher?
Oh, my family didn't have no issue with it. Not my parents.
You're right. They didn't have an issue that I was white. They had an issue with who I am.
No,
I was
don't
set up
think
for
that was the
failure.
case.
Chris's dad was my teacher before I ever met Chris.
Shout out to Mr. Coleman.
And he was the teacher that when I got kicked out of class, I went to his class. He knew all of my problems because back then I was an open book and I was just begging for attention. And then I started dating his son. And his mom knew all about me before I had the chance to put the mask on.
Goddamn.
Okay, so my family, I don't think they cared.
No.
I don't think they did.
I
so
don't
either.
feel like they do.
You weren't my first black boyfriend.
No. Not your first black boy.
My first black boy. I'm sure maybe people outside of my core family
Yeah.
probably thought something, but
Them ones from Kentucky.
who gives a shit? Yeah.
Mama's family.
I don't think my grandma cared, but she do be saying some shit that I'm like, whoa,
Wait
that
a
was
minute.
I'd be catching
almost
up.
racist. That was almost right. Don't ever say that shit again.
You know, it took me a long time to figure out, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like with Papa calling me chocolate drop.
Yeah, my grandpa used to call.
It took me a while to put like 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, damn.
That's
Yeah.
almost racist.
If it weren't for you, like if it weren't you calling me that,
That'd be
that would be
racist.
fucked up.
That would be.
And
Like
you know,
he just see you in the store. Hey, chocolate drop.
well, I started the chain, you know, in my family. I dated black guys, and then
Yeah.
my brother dabbled in some black girls.
And then your uncle and your mama still ain't gone yet, but
No,
No, she's basically
I
there,
don't
bro.
think she.
I don't.
I
Shannon,
guarantee
not. My,
Ain't
stay,
no
just
way.
chill out.
nah, I had to figure out who the fuck he was talking about because it ain't your mama.
No, she
She would
definitely, and especially in the past like 5 years, absolutely not.
Right.
She probably had a little
Little back in the day.
fling, you know, pre me. But no, I don't think my family cared. And if they did, fuck it. Okay, so we kind of already answered this. Do people stare or judge? People definitely stare at us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We get stared at, but like I said, I can't tell whether it's
I'd stare at you.
he's tall as shit.
Yeah. Like I would be like, hey, how's the weather up there? Dude, me and Walter took a picture next to each other. I might put it in the podcast for people to see.
Bro.
Picture of you and me. He's so fucking. I look like a midget next to him. Oh, that's.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
God. I need to.
Oh my
You
god, the
basically
pee-pee.
said the R word.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I look
like a little person.
I don't think
A
that's
little
any
lady.
better.
I think they do prefer little person over a midget.
What's the correct term?
It's midget.
No,
but
it ain't.
Dwarf.
Dwarf. That's what it is. Dwarf.
No, not dwarf.
Oh.
Dwarf.
North.
Whatever. Okay. So, do you only date the race that you're dating now? Or do you date others? Do you date your own? Like, what's the...
Well, I'm married, so I just...
Okay, well, before we got married.
The
The answer is
There was
yes.
a couple... What?
You like white girls.
Yeah, there was a couple Hispanic and white girls. But that's about it.
Who?
Who what?
Oh,
Is it all the
Who
people,
what?
is it
That's
all the
not the
people that I know?
conversation.
Is it the people that I know?
No.
There's more.
Oh
You
my
lived a
god.
life before
Walter,
you
go
got
ahead.
married?
no. So I feel like usually as a Hispanic you like
Attract other Hispanics?
yes, just because there's like you
The
also speak
language
Spanish.
barrier.
Yeah, you also speak Spanish and like the food, for example, pupusas, all that. So
I've never seen you eat a pupusa.
Oh,
Isn't that Salvadorian?
I thought so.
Yes.
His favorites.
Oh,
He loves him
he
some
loves
Salvadorians.
Shut up. No.
Mira.
No. So basically, like
How many Salvadorians have you dated?
only 3,
Ooh.
bro. But
I've dated one.
But
How many black women or mixed women have you dated?
Don't lie.
I wouldn't.
You're the
count
first one, chocolate
yeah,
drop.
I'd say you're the first
Yeah.
one. I'd say you're my first one. But yeah, there's that. But I feel like in my culture, it's like I said, you kind of usually date other Hispanics just because
It's easier.
Yes, because there's also like some cultural differences. Like when I started dating Shelby, I didn't know that like it was so much more different. Like the other day, for example, I was downstairs and I got a nail in my tire or some. I got a nail in my tire or some, and I told her dad. I said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna take my tire off, repair it, and then put it back on." And he was like, "No, well, you could spend going on a date. You could spend to get your tire fixed." And Shelby was like, "No, but it's because like for them, it's like you do it yourself. You know, you don't pay."
True, but that's also a terrible example because I don't think Shelby's dad has ever done anything.
That's
On his own.
facts.
But no, I understand where you're coming from. There's a different work ethic. There's the music, the food, the language, the home,
Environment.
the home environment. Well, we'll get to that. So
The smell of your house.
Oh my fucking! Oh wait, hold up, you ladies. What about y'all
The
ladies?
smell
yeah, well, I'm
Mexican.
getting to it. Go ahead, Shelps.
I have dated
Oh yeah, that was
like
a question.
one of each.
One of
I've
each.
dabbled.
She dabbled.
She dabbled in the.
No, she likes light skins.
Well, good thing you like skin.
That's
not
yes and no.
That's not true.
I think I've dated the same amount of white people as I have light skins or
White?
black people. 2.
No.
Both?
One Mexican. R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rip.
He passed away.
He was killed. Still haven't found his murderers. Him and his girl.
Dang.
Big rips.
Good thing you.
It was a while after we dated. It wasn't while we were dating.
It was after high school, right?
Yeah. We did in middle school,
Middle
if
school.
you even count that.
So
What about you?
some
Have you said?
no, I haven't. So people look at me and they interact with me, and multiple times I've gotten this where they're like, "You date black guys, don't you?" Yeah, but I dated a white guy or two. I've dabbled. I thought it
You were
messed up.
supposed to
Nope.
segue.
Sorry. Oh, that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
It's still good? Okay. So let's go on to the next part, which is challenges we may face. So again, we already know about the comments in public. The comments online are absolutely horrid. People hide behind that screen and just say whatever the fuck comes to their mind. So, have you guys lost any friends or family from dating another race?
No. not that I know of. I mean, it's because I don't talk to a lot of, like, outside of you guys, like, my other friends are just Hispanic or white. But I haven't, like, I talk mainly to my Hispanic friends. I have a friend, Hassan, who's black, who's always told me, like, you gotta find yourself a black queen, yada, yada, you know? And, but besides that, I mean, my family is just mainly just my parents and my little sister, you know? And luckily I haven't had that issue, but I definitely do know that in Hispanic cultures even, like, some, like, old school, old fashioned Hispanic people, like, even dating a white person or a black person would be seen like a don't do that, you know?
That's a no.
Basically. But I've been fortunate enough not to have that issue.
Because they run up, they get done up.
Yeah.
Hey, he don't like when you put that gun up in there.
Right. You be intimidating him.
She be blasting me. That's why she be like,
look, he hiding under the table.
Have you lost anyone?
I have not lost, like, family or friends, but relationship aside, like, working in healthcare, I've had people say that, like, you are not allowed to take care of me and been, like, quote unquote fired from patients because I'm black.
Die, motherfucker. I don't care.
Good luck.
Right.
See the other nurse? Good luck.
You want the other one? The motherfucker just started yesterday.
Right. He's still in training, but
You gonna put your catheter. You gonna put that catheter in wrong.
Christopher?
He said it goes where? I have not. I know you have though.
I have. And I think that has to do with me being white. And I think minorities, it's weird because blacks and Hispanics are kind of known for not liking each other in the past. Now I think it's normal to see
I'd say it's pretty lax now.
Yeah, but I did lose someone, well, it ended up being two people really close to me that helped raise me.
Damn.
And it was all because I deleted them on Facebook.
Straight fuck them.
And then she messaged me and tore into me, and I said, bye.
Tell her we smoking that pack.
Smoking that pack, bitch. Okay, so yeah, the differences growing up. I know, for instance, Christopher and I have a lot of differences when we think about household values and sometimes like male and female
Roles.
roles. Is it the same for you guys?
Yes.
Definitely,
yeah. So, in my household, obviously we have different backgrounds, like family backgrounds. So similar to you guys, where you grew up with both parents in the house, and you know Glam did, and same here. You know, like I was fortunate enough, and you know, not to dabble too much in it, but I just had both parents at the house, even though there's been times I were close to splitting. But it's like, I know that, for example, in my culture, it's like the guy provides and the woman stays home. And that's just because that's how, like, my parents were raised, right? And usually the woman will stay home, clean, cook, take care of the kids, and whatnot.
Now me
but
personally?
Now, yeah, but
So
now...
you ain't doing a good job?
Yeah, but now it's like, for me, it's like, you know, just meeting her family, for example. Like, the family dynamic is, it's more different. Yeah, it's a lot more different, but I feel like there's still some values that they keep. They just, like, kind of do it in a different way, you know, where, like, for example, like the family group chat, right? There's a family group chat, and they basically, like,
Her family.
Yeah, and like it'll be like birthdays. Your mom's always the first one.
They be
like,
out of fucking pocket.
They be out of pocket for sure, but you know it's like they'll FaceTime call. Everyone will FaceTime call, even though they're like out in Florida or out and about in another state. They'll just FaceTime call and like probably just want to, you know,
Just
drink.
Drink and
No,
talk.
they'll be like, let's get on FaceTime.
And
We're
take a
taking
shot."
shots tonight.
Yeah, but you know,
Say
like
less.
and you see, and there's that. Then also 4th of July, for example, you guys. For me, as a Mexican,
that ain't a holiday.
That ain't no fucking holiday. But
What?
here in America, yes.
Shut up.
And also Cinco de Mayo, for example, right?
Fake ass holiday.
Oh my god, girl, Taco Tuesday. Oh my god, the
Chipotle cater.
What?
The fuck?
No, but like for example, 4th of July for us isn't a tradition, you know. But in Shelb's family, and you know, it's like a very big thing where everyone flies out there or everyone.
But
drives
it's not
in.
necessarily
It's
for
not to
the
celebrate
celebration.
The holiday.
It's just
Yeah.
a
It's to
reason
get-
It's
drink.
not to
Wasted.
celebrate. It's a reason to drink and a reason to get together.
But I see what you're saying, and we have multiple different dynamics here. You know, the boys both had their parents. Both parents are Mexican. Chris has a Mexican mom and a black dad. Shelby and I grew up in a single white mother household. So there's a lot of different dynamics there. And I see, I can see the differences with Chris and I in our values. We usually come to a pretty good agreement, though.
I agree.
Did you just say I agree?
Yeah. We gonna make some hot dogs and hamburgers. for
You know
4th
I
of
don't eat
July.
hot dogs. I don't celebrate 4th of July. For what?
Yeah, you did. We did. Remember
To
that
light
one
fireworks.
good old time?
Justin
back
got
with all our
blasted in the
friends, and
chest
Justin
with a
got
firework.
blasted.
Yeah, it was his
Man,
birthday
that
2
was
days
wild.
ago.
It was his birthday on Monday.
Yeah.
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 R.I.P.
Wait. Well, happy birthday, Justin, if you're listening. I didn't text you. You didn't text me. Anyways,
the shade, just so much shade.
what are we at?
We're at 37 and a half.
Okay, that's good. You want to talk about any differences with holidays? Actual Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I actually have one. Do you want to go first?
He don't. He needs time to think.
So, for example, for us, a very big thing are posadas. Right? So posadas are basically like a gathering. For example, perfect example, when I was growing up, we grew up in apartments, right? So everyone in the apartment in California was Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did hear.
yeah. So you know, everybody being Hispanic, also a lot of Hispanic people are Catholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Catholic people, they have this thing called a posada, which is basically like a gathering where people will come out and one family will be like, "I'll bring tamales."
It's a
I'll
potluck.
bring
You have
arroz.
a kickback.
Yeah, basically. But
That's
everyone
in the
brings
black
something,
culture.
and then
It's a
from
kickback.
there they do a gift
Yeah.
exchange. And the way that the gift exchange works is, you'll stand, you know, in the front of a circle type beat, you know, and you'll be like, so this person is, you know, very short and yada yada, but you know, in reality it'll be like someone tall. But then on top of that, they also do this thing where they walk out with a cross. Like usually there will be a cross, or if not, it's just people holding on to like a little statue of Jesus, or if not, it's just holding on to a candle, just walking out and then coming back, and then, you know, just having a good time. And then the next day is recalentado, which is the heating up of the food again. We also have, as Shelby found out, we have this thing called La Rosca de Reyes, which is basically a big old circle bread with babies
yeah.
inside of
Baby
it.
Jesus
And
cake.
baby
I don't like
Jesus
that bread.
Bro, so for that bread, since we celebrate Navidad and then El Día de los Reyes Magos, which is January something.
It's Three Kings Day.
Yeah, Three Kings Day. Yeah. So, you know, whoever ends up getting the baby in that, it's like, bro, it's the tension in the room is
Aren't
thick.
they in charge of like
Bringing the
hooking up
tamales next
Bringing the
year.
tamales, yeah. So,
Fuck that.
for example, the other day,
I'll swallow it.
Like, damn, I guess they ain't put it in there.
no, facts. Like the other day, we were with Julio, my friend Julio, and
He took a bite
I
of baby.
told him, I
swallowed
said,
it.
what part do you want me to cut for you? And he was like, that one. So I cut it, and then I see a fucking baby. I see no baby in it, but I see there's a baby in the next one. I'm like, I'm like, nah, Bubba, this is my piece. I'm cutting. So he has to buy tamales next time. But yeah, that's a big thing for us. Just celebrations.
Celebrating Christmas. This year was weird.
Oh,
because you guys celebrate Christmas Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and we celebrate Christmas Day in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Hispanics.
accidentally, I got all of my gifts from you Christmas Eve, the night of Christmas Eve,
and had nothing open.
and
on
had
Christmas.
nothing to open on
Damn.
Christmas Day, and I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. We didn't think this through.
Because Hispanics usually wait until they hang out and they eat dinner and do the traditions, and then they usually open presents at midnight.
Yep.
My family always celebrated Christmas on Christmas Eve, but I think it had to do with the fact that everyone in my family was divorced, so there was multiple families to go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like my grandma's was the central dinner on Christmas Eve, and then everyone would go to their other families on Christmas Day.
See, ours was, we would all come, my siblings and their kids, we would all stay at my mom's house. And then we do like, I don't know, hot chocolate, watch a Christmas movie, all that stuff. And then in the morning, we'd wake up like early as hell. I'm talking like 5 in the morning.
Disgusting.
Yes.
Literally.
And would open presents.
I do
And
that
then
shit.
my mom or whoever would make breakfast. And then we'd fuck around with our toys. And then my siblings that have kids, they would go to their other side of the family after that. And then they would come back and we would have Christmas dinner.
That's so sweet.
And then we would get drunk.
What about Thanksgiving for y'all?
It used to be a big deal in my family.
Same.
Like my grandparents would both go all out, like a big ass fucking spread. We used to have, I would say, 30 people at our Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was a big thing. Up until, I want to say my uncle died. It's about 10 years ago. Then it kind of died with him.
R.I.P.
So the anniversary of his death is actually next week.
Yeah.
It'll be 9 years.
Time flies.
Ooh, anyways. See, dog?
That'll
You
do.
got any crazy
That'll do.
traditions? All I know is
No.
that every year
It always changes.
it always changes
Yeah.
because his mom likes to go around people's schedules to make sure everyone's there. And your
No.
grandpa's birthday is the day before Christmas Eve. Is it 23rd?
Yes. If I'm not, it's the
You don't
23rd or
know.
the 24th.
Yeah, it's the
One of
23rd or
two.
the 24th. So,
Yeah.
it changes. I don't.
It does, yeah. For both Thanksgiving and Christmas, it changes.
We didn't even do it
But it
Christmas this year.
usually, yeah. Prior years, it's usually been
Christmas Eve.
pretty big gathering, I'd say. But
Yeah, if both sides of your family come, it's
yeah.
a
And then it usually
fucking
lasts all
madhouse.
night long, yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, also Halloween.
Hispanics don't celebrate Halloween.
Yeah, we
Nah,
didn't do shit for
All we
Halloween.
do really is like decorate probably inside the house a little bit, and then also something would be el altar, which basically is like you leave food out for the people that passed.
Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos, basically, and there's like a whole like it's like the story behind Dia de los Muertos, which is like the first like day or first week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're having the food there, then so far, you know.
Like on the ofrenda. or
La
whatever?
ofrenda, yeah.
Mhm.
Ofrenda is offering for those that don't know Spanish.
Learn it.
Learn it, but
No sabo.
No sabo.
No sabo.
I'm a no sabo kid. You
Lo
can blame that on
siento,
my
no
dad.
sabo.
I'm fluent.
Shut the fuck up.
He said,
You know less than me.
He said Duolingo.
Duolingo?
Yo, dad on the street though, bubba.
Yeah.
Dude,
you
he
be-
loves
yeah, my
posting
mom.
about it. What? Your mom's learning like Italian or something.
Yeah.
I'd be so fucking confused when we get together with your family because so his parents mainly speak Spanish. Your mom or your dad speaks quite a bit of English, and he tries really hard for me. I can tell.
I always understand them. I don't have a problem.
I can kind of understand what they're saying, but I can't speak it back. to them. So I don't think your mom and I have ever had like a genuine
Conversation.
heart-to-heart conversation. or a conversation at all, really. Like, we've had a conversation with other people in a group, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't be talking through Google Translate. You know, you can talk to it and it'll talk to them. And
Well, I feel like around your family, there's a big... Everyone's always like, you need to learn Spanish, you need to learn Spanish. Which is kind of tough. But you said when you explained it, it was more so like on you. Like, you have a responsibility to teach me Spanish. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For them, it's
he
like...
brought the outsider.
Yeah. You gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
To train you.
It's like, for example, my mom the other day that we were talking, it was just me and Shelby and my mom, and she basically said something that was like, you know, you could come over and you could teach, like, she was telling Shelby, she said, you could come over and you could teach me English and I'll teach you Spanish.
Which that threw me way off, because your mom, up until that point, has always been like, I'm not learning, like, no, not doing it, not speaking it.
I beat her ass. I made sure she knew.
That's what the black eye was?
You know,
yeah.
I'm going to show her this.
No.
He said
she won't be able to understand it. Don't worry about it.
It makes me feel inadequate, I guess, that I don't speak Spanish. I understand a lot.
Yeah.
And if you speak to me in Spanish, 80% of the time I know what you're saying, but I'm going to answer you in English.
Right.
So it makes it kind of hard. Like in public, being a server, working a lot in, you know, customer service, people would come in and they'd be scared to even talk. Mm-hmm. And I feel like nobody should have to feel like that. So
I'd be regretting spaghetti too, because
your mom said she tried to teach you and your sister.
And now, like, people walk up to me, try and talk to me in Spanish.
Full Spanish.
I'm like, I gotta break out the Google Translator.
Like that,
he said, you know, I'm
that dude
right
at the
there.
airport.
I'm at Home Depot trying to talk to my homies using Google Translate, asking them what they do.
No hablo inglés. Digo, no hablo español.
No, they don't even ask you. They just start.
Yeah, they just
start
rambling.
going.
You're like, whoa.
They definitely do. And when I show your picture to people at work, they're like, "What is he?"
He's a mixed breed.
The infamous question. So what are you?
Where are you from?
Huh?
I was like, born and raised here, bitch.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap it up with this last thought. I think this is kind of important.
What's that?
Is to distinguish the difference between admiration and help me.
Fetishization.
Fetishization. So I think there's it comes with the stereotypes of like, oh, black men have big penises, they got schlongs, you know. Asian women are very docile and submissive. Black girls are freaks. Like, there's different stereotypes that people can confuse for admiration when it's really fetishization.
Interesting. I never thought about that.
You never thought about that?
No.
Like, white girls only will date black guys because they think
that they're
packing.
Sorry. I had a bug in my throat.
Ooh.
A bug?
Yeah, something was itching. I don't know what it was.
So, like, you know.
I peeped it.
She said,
you know, people will be like, for instance, when we were out at the bar, we're walking, dude grabs your hair.
By the way, if he hears this fucking podcast, I would have folded your shit and put your teeth inside your mouth. Continue.
They're already inside his mouth, bro. It's okay. I know what you meant. Okay. And we took care of him. I'm pretty sure I dislocated his shoulder. I pushed his arm so hard.
As you should.
But yeah, it's like little things like that.
Yeah.
I definitely some
people piss me off with that all the time.
Like, oh, your hair's so
to touch my hair. Like,
don't fucking touch me.
I did not tell you that was okay.
That's right.
Along with
to be like, hey, your hair looks pretty.
Pretty.
Spit it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
they look pretty.
Anyway,
I think that has to do, you know, people always said, like I said, I look like I date black guys. And I think that also has to do with the fact that at a very young age, I was very built.
He was curvy.
Very curvy at a very young age. And that attracted a certain kind of guy.
Black folk.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We also, though, like in middle school, we were kind of set up for failure with the teams that they put us in. Because we were in the fucking ghetto teams.
They literally said blacks to the back.
Yes.
And they put us in there.
Mexicans were in Reliance.
Mm-hmm.
And Whirlwind.
And yeah, my team was Whirlwind. My team was probably 50-50 blacks and Hispanics.
Damn.
And Shelby's team was heavy blacks, I would say.
Yeah.
Reliance, pretty much all of them were Hispanic. Mm-hmm. And then the Smart team was a
Galaxy.
Was a sprinkle.
Yeah.
Of all of them.
Yeah. And it was the same for the other teams too.
Mm-hmm. For
the other grade. I think my team's equivalent was heavily black.
Yeah.
That's the team my boyfriend was on.
You were there, brother?
No, I was not. No, she's talking about somebody else.
He was too busy falling in love with Bethany.
Bethany.
Aww.
I don't even know what year that was.
What do you mean?
What year did you say?
Middle school?
Mm-hmm.
Don't answer.
Walter's probably dating some Salvadorian
Some
in California.
girl.
Nah.
True or false?
False.
Who you dating?
What year?
Middle school.
Oh no, I was too busy trying to make a bag out of Powerades. At middle school?
A bag out of like you were selling them?
I was selling Powerades, yeah, because my family was so broke that I started selling Powerades because they were $2 for a small one for a Gatorade. So I bought Powerades because they were like 75 cents, and I bought one and I sold it for $2.50. And I was like, all right, cool, I could probably continue doing it. Then beep. Then it's
beep.
Yeah, but good time.
You know what I sold? I think I was at the school that we were at. And I would bring this little shoebox. And I'd open it up. And it'd be posters, magazine pages of like the boy bands. Like,
yeah.
And people will buy them off of me.
Wow.
Hustle City.
Period.
Hustle City.
That only lasted like 2
Get
weeks.
your bag,
though.
queen.
That only lasted how long?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
She ran
Think
out.
about if you wouldn't have stopped. You'd be
I'm pretty sure I got told to stop.
Oh.
Shout out Beulah.
Who the fuck is Beulah?
That's my other squishmallow.
You named her Beulah?
No, that's her name.
Beulah.
Oh.
The octopus.
They come with names.
Beulah.
Oh yeah, they do.
Beulah.
It's on the tag, right?
And
the
it shows
the
you
cute tag or the ugly tag?
The cute tag.
cute one.
Yeah,
Hers
Chris
name
threw mine
like
away. We don't know
Carlos
what
or
his name
something.
is.
You
it was
could
like
look it up.
Carlos or something.
My new one is
Disgusting.
Ivor, and he likes tea.
T.
Tea.
His favorite is
You got it. You know it. You know it.
It reminds me of the webkins.
ginger,
Ginger.
ginseng,
Yeah.
lemon ginger something.
Lemon, ginger, and ginseng.
What the fuck is that?
That's a fucking.
Fuck if I know.
Exotic.
Lemon,
ass.
ginger, ginseng.
Yeah, they named everything, all the ingredients in the name.
What was his name again?
Ivor.
Oh.
Mm.
I thought
Sounds
they was
about right.
trying to do some.
You're forgetting one more.
One more?
One more.
One more what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, admiration and fetishization.
Yeah, we talked about that. I brought it up.
Oh yeah, we did.
Like some people are really attracted to accents. You don't have an accent,
You
bro.
have a beautiful accent.
What the fuck?
That white accent is just.
You talking about that west
Superb.
side?
Right.
I'm talking about that.
That hood shit?
Right. You're talking about when you piss me off.
Beep, 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 beep.
I definitely have a different tone. A different... I sound different when I'm angry.
Same.
Same.
I agree.
No, you
I
don't.
feel like
I
you
don't
two
fucking
always
know.
sound the same.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Happy, sad.
Dumb. Depends on which one of you has the brain cell.
Yeah.
You hear that, boo?
I get asked a lot at work. Well, not just work, everywhere. Where are you from? Where are you from? You sound like you're from like New York or something.
You sound like you're from Boston.
What's that? Like Boston? I
Boston.
ain't never been
Boston.
over there, bro. Born here. I ain't been nowhere. They say you sound like you from Chicago. I'm like,
Don't disrespect me.
who?
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 I can't wait until we move to another state and then we're the
sound
people
terrible?
with the accent. And they're like,
Where
you from?
Indiana.
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 Do you think they believe me if I said Indiana?
Probably.
Just hear me talk.
I'd be like, no, but where you really from?
Oh,
You know, people add that in.
yeah. They have had that.
Like, sure, you
Like,
lived in California, but you're clearly
Where
Mexican.
are you really
Where are you
from?
really from?
And every Hispanic is
Literally.
Mexican.
Literally.
Yeah.
Julio, my
Like,
friend.
same
Julio,
thing.
my
Not
friend
Mexican.
Julio, he's Guatemalan, and
He's Mexican.
that's what I'm saying. But
No, I'm not saying it like that. My sister-in-law is Guatemalan.
Right.
oh yeah, Chapin. Hey, shout out to all the Chapinas out there. But
Chapinas.
whenever he's at work and I stop by to go see him or whatever, sometimes the owner will come in and he'll be like, hey, you know, you gotta bring another Mexican with you. You know, you work pretty good. And then Julio's like, well, they don't know I'm Guatemalan.
I'd be like, hey, real quick, can I get the number to HR?
Can I get it's my number. But,
All right, well, let's,
Yeah.
I think it's time to wrap it up. Any final thoughts on anything that we talked about today? I know today was a little more serious. We won't do that shit again for a while.
But,
Goddamn.
All right. Go ahead.
No, you do it.
Go ahead.
Girl, you do this. Shout out to Glamorella Boss on YouTube. Girl, you do this. Come on now.
Yeah, I do this.
You do the damn thing.
Okay, thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. Remember, we are on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts.
Show us some love.
Show us some love. Give us the 5 stars, a thumbs up, a heart, ring the bell, subscribe, like, share. We trying to get out there because,
We got bills to pay and
Got
shit
bills
like
to pay.
that.
not even that. I just
So-
like to know that the work I put in is
Yeah.
appreciated.
So, yeah, absolutely.
The work that we all put in, we all take time to sit out and do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I fucked around, and last night, I was up till it was after 1, and then I was up and down the rest of the night. I forgot to set it to post, so I had to wake up and do that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this week's podcast, and we will see you guys next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.